It began on an ordinary Saturday morning that would forever alter our lives. My wife, a proud businesswoman, ran one of the biggest cosmetic shops inside Agbogbloshie market in Accra. She had built that business with her own 2 hands, expanding it from her mother's modest stall into a thriving enterprise. For years, she had brushed off the jealousy of neighboring traders who complained she was taking their customers. Her philosophy was simple: work hard, stay honest, and mind your own business. But envy, as I've come to learn, does not sleep. On Saturday, May 17th, my wife left home before dawn as she always did, determined to open her shop by 4:30 am. The market was still waking up, vendors yawning, the scent of charcoal smoke drifting lazily through the air. When she arrived, she saw something strange: an old woman sitting directly in front of her shop. The woman wore a long black dress, her hair wild and scattered, clutching odd objects in her hands: calabashes, pieces of cloth, and what looked like bones. My wife said her heart raced immediately. There was no one around to ask for help, so she stood quietly, hoping the old woman would move away. But the woman didn't. Instead, she began walking slowly in circles, muttering words my wife couldn't understand. Then, before my wife could even scream, the old woman walked straight through the locked door of the shop and disappeared inside. Frozen in terror, my wife tried to shout, but her voice failed her. She stood there paralyzed, unable to move or breathe. Minutes later, the old woman reappeared, again through the locked door, her eyes gleaming like coals. She stared directly into my wife's face, laughed wickedly, and began spinning in circles until, in a blur, she vanished into thin air. The moment she disappeared, my wife's strength returned. She screamed with every ounce of fear trapped inside her. Traders sleeping in nearby stalls rushed to her side, only to find her shaking violently and vomiting blood. We spent almost a month in the hospital, but doctors found nothing wrong. Every test came back normal, yet she grew weaker by the day. She couldn't speak for weeks. When she finally regained her voice, she cried endlessly, saying she wished she had never opened the shop that morning. It wasn't until we began seeking spiritual help that she told me everything: the woman, the laughter, the way her body froze. And I knew then, beyond doubt, that what had happened to her was not of this world. It is October now, months since that cursed morning, and my wife still battles for her life. We've traveled to countless churches, shrines, and prayer camps across Ghana, searching for a cure that science cannot provide. Some said she was under spiritual attack from jealous traders. Others claimed her soul had been tampered with. Just yesterday, we were led to a man said to possess divine insight. After praying for her, he told us plainly, this sickness isn't physical. The woman who came to her was a messenger from a dark covenant. Her deliverance lies in Niger. That's where her healing awaits. Niger, a country we've never been to. A journey that feels both hopeful and frightening. Tonight, as I write this, we are packing our bags. We leave tomorrow evening. My wife lies on the bed beside me, frail but calm, whispering prayers. Her shop, once the heartbeat of our family, is locked, gathering dust. I can't look at it without feeling anger and sorrow. They did this to her. They wanted to ruin her because she succeeded where they failed. My wife has never harmed a soul. She built her business with honesty and